A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Smith is out there with Jokic. Then it's Lewis, and there's Monk, and it's Watson in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Turner. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special date, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is traditionally the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
Now, here's Watson. Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Cunningham. And he lays it straight in. Cunningham's got the first points on the scoreboard for Detroit.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Lewis kicks to Jokic. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here are the Pistons. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Smith for three. And again, Denver with the triple.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. As the son of two professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
He's got such a smooth release on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Smith is lethal off ball.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. That one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Monk after the basket by Detroit. And it's Jokic missing. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Monk against Cunningham. Out to Turner. It's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat, but a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
One more time, fans. Make some noise.
Pistons trail by 3. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
24-second violation. Denver gets the basketball.
And so here's Denver. Who is outside? Pass to Smith. Smith with a screen on Dort. Watson surveying the D. And Watson slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. as he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Such a wide open look. Ivy's got 5.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
Smith outside. Jokic against Turner. Monk outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. It's up a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Watson with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Lewis passes to Jokic. Watson with it. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. We were just talking the other day. What a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area. And great sports fans. Hard-working people that really value hard-working teams. And if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Here he goes. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Smith outside. Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Turner. Cunningham outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That is a tough shot.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Minnesota. Back to Lewis. Pass to Smith. Got a piece of it. Releases. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And the big man has a smooth stroke. No question Smith Jr. spends extra time getting up his shots. Yeah, the defender all over it.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Now, here's Jokic. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Chalk up 2 there.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that's nice execution out of that 2-man game as Ivy there dropping the dime.
Lewis kicks to Jokic. Lewis outside. Pass to Monk. Now here's Watson. Jokic with the screen on George. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Jokic.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Lewis against Cunningham. Over Lewis. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Watson, that's for 2. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got his third bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Monk. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pistons trailing. Here's Ivy. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Monk will bring it up for the Nuggets. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Pistons basketball.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Taking a look here for Detroit. Mo Wagner comes in for Turner. And Moore subbed in for George. Ingram, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Wagner with a screen for Cunningham. He takes it in. And he finishes nicely on the way. Cunningham's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Ingram kicks to Watson. Back to Ingram. Over Moore. And again, Denver no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, here's Monk. No scoring in this one. Now, Cunningham. Kick out to Moore. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. The Nuggets trail by 4. Lewis passes to Monk. Back to Lewis. To end the run. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. And here's Ivy. After Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep, Cunningham gets the bucket.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Lewis outside. And Watson has it in the corner. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached. I mean, the scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
From the left block. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 12 points for him.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Tyson. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Ingram against Davis. And that one's good. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Can't hit that one. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Outside, Davis. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Jokic against Wagner. And that one's good, Jokic.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Right back after this break. Thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
You got Sabalos. He's out there with Mo Wagner. Lou Dort out there with Ivy. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Jokic a screen. Let's go. They get the rebound. Ingram wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Inside.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Denver's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Jokic. Here's Tyson. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Sabalos. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. The Nuggets leading by 3. In the corner, Murray with it. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Murray's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
There's a good screen. Here's Ivy. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It is so tough containing. A tough assignment defensively.
Turner's checked in for Wagner. The Pistons shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Tyson. Back to Murray. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
It's deflected. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. Turner with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off the shot. Shoots.
And look at how well Jokic uses that size defensively there with a great contest on the shot.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Pistons trail by 5. Turner with a screen on Ingram. Driving inside. Dort wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open look here for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Here's Turner. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Turner's got his second basket.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Jokic with the screen on Dort. Here's Ingram. The rebound by Turner. The Pistons have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Ceballos. Now, Ivy. No good from outside. Ingram outside. And here's Jokic. They need this. Tries again. The shot comes out.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Here's Ivy. He's got 11. Out to the wing. Ceballos a screen on Murray. Top of the key. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. For 3, Ingram makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Pass to Ivy. Turner with a screen on Ingram. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting abilities, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people, and he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
A fun player to watch. Now Monk, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Monk kicks to Smith, jacks up a three. The rebound by Ivy. The Pistons have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Cunningham outside to the left wing. It's Dort on the wing. Monk defending. It's not going to go for him. Smith with the defensive effort. Cunningham against Lewis. Here's Smith. Buries the easy one. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing. And boy, is he capable.
Monk against Ivy. Cunningham inside. Over in the corner, Dort. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Dort's got the game tied up here for the Pistons. Lewis passes to Jokic. Now, here's Monk. Ivy defending. To the inside. Ball's knocked loose. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, terrific defense from Turner, forcing the turnover and getting the ball up the court.
Ingram passes to Jokic. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Turner with a screen on Smith. Back to Dort. Second shot opportunity. And it's Denver with the rebound. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Ivy. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Watson's checked in. Monk against Davis, and it's Monk that time on the assist by Watson.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Wagner has screen on Monk. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And the 3-ball is good. Cunningham's got 13.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the right side. Watson for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here is Davis. Nothing on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Lewis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
Monk against Davis. Driving the lane.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons have shot 70% for the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. That one is off. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cunningham against Lewis. Davis has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
No, defending Cunningham was a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Now, here's Watson. 5 points in the game. Here's Tyson. And he uses the glass on the lane. Tyson's got 4 points this quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Davis. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Tyson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
That's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range. And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Denver. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
And what about Brandon Ingram, fellas? We've seen some good stuff from him in this game.
He's feeling it, exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
And that is a wrap.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Jabari Smith. And there's Monk. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Lewis in at the point. Here's Lewis. Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Lewis kicks to Smith. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Turner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Monk, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. Cunningham against Lewis. There's the screen. Shoots from the high post. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a one-point game. Here's Lewis. Bucket off the crossover. Lewis has got 8 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Ivy passes to Turner. Lewis against Cunningham. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Denver gets the basketball.
The Nuggets leading by 3. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Jokic against Turner. And here's Jokic. He's got 15. Jokic rising up.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Trains the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 21.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Lewis misses. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside for Davis. Cunningham outside. For the lead. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Thanks, your Pistons dance team.
touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Floats it up for Monk. Throws down the alley-oop slam. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lewis against Turner. Lewis outside. Pass to Jokic. Turner with the steal.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. You're special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. He gets that one.
Bringing back the mid-range, Jabari Smith Jr.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Offense, here we go. Time to get live now for your D4 Pistons.
The Pistons making a change here. Dortch checked in. For Detroit, they've gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Ivy with it. Now Smith defending. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham for 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 1. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 19. That one misses. Good work defensively by Turner. To the wing right side. Detroit, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's tipped.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stolen by Lewis. Jokic finds Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
Bounce pass from Ivy. Outside, Dortch. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Lewis. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pistons passing it around. Turner with a screen on Lewis. Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 9 points in the quarter.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 14. Jokic kicks to Smith. Back to Jokic. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner. And they get it back. Lewis with the three. Detroit with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ball stolen. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Mo Wagner's checked in for Detroit. And a switcher also for Denver. Ingram's checked in. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Let's hear it for dancers. Substitution on the floor.
Jokic sets the screen for Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wildly moved by Ingram, able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Wagner has screen on Ingram. The kick out to Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta. Cunningham's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Here's Lewis. The shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Feet away. Again, the Pistons score.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Pass to Jokic. Now Smith. Lewis on the way. What's in the screen? Cunningham with some nice D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
And Detroit again with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jokic. To halt the run. The rebound by Ivy.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Jokic. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Lewis against Cunningham. Shoots. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Dort's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now, here's Watson. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease to the dunk.
Cunningham passes to Dort. Cunningham against Lewis. To the paint. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Watson for 3. Hanson and Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now, here's Cunningham. 30 points in the game. Ivy with the bucket.
They're lightning fast. Ivy has to get rid of it before the D can collapse there. And he did.
Ingram outside. 1:12 left in the third. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Dort against Ingram. Kicks it out to Wagner. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Watson plays it up and banks it in. Watson's got 10 points.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Jokic with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lewis.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Cunningham drives in. Dort misses. Jokic on top. Ivy defending. Picked his pocket. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. We've got Davis. Wagner out there, Ceballos, and it's Moore in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Pistons shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. With the drive, and that one, good. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jokic inside. He's defended by Wagner. And it's Davis with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. A 2-point game. Back to Wagner. Wide open. Again, the Pistons score.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
A jump hook, and it's in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Detroit, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Outside, Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it.
The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Lewis checked in for the Nuggets. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Lewis. Pass to Jokic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pistons leading by 5. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. The three from Davis.
More. Third personal foul. Team second.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Lewis outside. Murray finds Ingram. Jokic a screen. And Brandon Ingram hits from deep. Ingram's got 26.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Wagner has screen on Lewis. Going inside. And here's more outside. Buries it from three-point range. And now a 7-point Piston lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
More and more, we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert it. His length and skill allow him to do so many things. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Ingram following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Tyson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside, Davis. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Detroit's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. On the wing, Davis. Wagner with a screen for Davis. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Lewis. Just 5 to shoot. Tries to save it. Misses from close range. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Ingram. Launches it. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for the Pistons. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Wagner has screen on Lewis. Puts it up from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, that's what you want to see. A player using his height to his advantage against the smaller defender.
The Nuggets trail by 11. And he makes good on the layup.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Right side Davis. Ceballos a screen on Murray. And Davis can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Back to Jokic. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Lewis. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your host squad. Everybody get out. Let them hear you. It's time for some team.
Entirely new group now out there. Denver making a switch here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Turner. Watson kicks to Smith. Pass to Jokic. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball. Pistons leading by 7. There's the pick.
Tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Jokic trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Lewis. Detroit's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Playing with confidence. Smith wants to be a guy that this team can rely on.
Lewis against Cunningham. And it's sent back by Jokic. Smith against Dort. Pass to Lewis. Now here's Watson. Smith feeling it out a bit. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 3-point Piston lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They've led by as many as 11 points. The jump hook. Lewis grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 3. Inside, Watson. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now, here is Smith. And Lewis has it in the corner. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Detroit, no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Cunningham against Lewis. Here's Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jokic has got 7 now in this quarter. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Cunningham drives in. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Turner. Watson next for 2. Rebound by the Pistons. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner with a screen on Lewis. Out to Turner. Fires from deep.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Let's hear it. We're almost there.
43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jokic passes to Watson. Monk with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Jokic. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 seconds.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Piston fans, once again, give it up for your Pistons dancers, dance please.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Jokic, that's tipped, and he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And so the Pistons take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.